We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And right away, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
First down, Los Angeles.
Play action. It's Herbert. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Brings up second and...
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
on the play.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Touchdown, Broncos.
It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Simmons on the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. They'll send this away to the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. This is taken at about the 14. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down to the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Now a carry for the forward first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Block working out of the gun. Got an open man here, and it's KJ Hamler. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
At the 28-yard line.
Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there's good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss. Play
action this time for Justin Herbert. throws incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
13-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the 1st. Oh, yeah, you're still teaching me on these RPOs. Was that an RPO or was that a design quarterback run the whole way?
I think it was an RPO, and a lot of times we have to distinguish RPO, zone read, all those things that come with it. But to me, this was a play call from the coach that said, here it is, now make the right decision. And that's exactly what he did.
Indeed he did, and able to convert on 3rd down.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal from the 1. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Complete
from 6 yards away. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drop.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Jeudy, 41 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
The 19-yard line.
Herbert now. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, it's Locke. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, Locke. Flushed out right. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former Bronco All-Pro, Chris Harris. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. after the turnover. Here's Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
Complete to Austin.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. Third down here. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. That's taken in by Duvernay. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. To the air again, Herbert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
13 yards.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Again, Herbert. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. Herbert. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 10. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout. Defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Lock. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Lock. Steps away to his left. And Lock throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Herbert, quick pass out wide. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 34. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a game
from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10.
First down.
Play action. It's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted,
on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 82 yards. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Second and 2. At the 26-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
Complete to number 7.
A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
First down, Chargers.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Now they go screen. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Complete to
back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Complete to number 81.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Lock going to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
They'll take over.
So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Henry's got it out on the left side. A good pickup there, a 22. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. On the screen, this is Eckler. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And Gay knocks this one through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. DeAndre Hopkins, 79 yards. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Chargers.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Jarrell Casey in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine quarterback, there to make the play defensively.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They snap it to Herbert. And no, it's incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Locke. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout.
A loss of 7.
But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Locke working out of the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 33. And McManus able to put it through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
25-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
A gain of
14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
At the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. 2nd and 11 now. To throw is Locke. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Fights through and now a crease. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 45 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here comes Lindsey, toss right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this, a little more pressure-packed for the win. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before, and this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Tonight's final score, Broncos 30.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Denver, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Thank you.